by warming up the ring it will help it to come out. It's the same when we put it back in. We'll warm it up, put it in under the hot tap. So we'll clean that up. I hope this is the right ring. So we put the rubber ring on first. And then we're going to put this under the hot tap. There, that just popped on, so that was good. At least it's the right size. Got 2 bits left. The next thing, that 1/2-inch bolt. That's that. Put some lube around there. Lube around the inside of the cylinder. Now what's it? Back to the vise. That jammed in there now. Why would it come back? I don't know.
Later.
I wonder if I could do it. That bloody thing's loose as well.
1 hour later.
Start again. Let's come
2,000 years later.
So the centre gear tooth. Yeah. Bet it won't go in now. It's going. I think I get it. So the centre tooth is on the centre tooth. God knows what that seal's going to be like now. Well, we'll put the cap back on. What a long job, eh? So now we've got to fit the piston and this ring. Not the piston, but this cover. Now, just to make life interesting again, we've got to sort this spring clip out. How we're going to do this, we'll see. Well, I hope Santa brings me some batteries this year, because these bloody things are no good at all. So we've got the piston in, we'll put the cover on. That's nice. Now I'd straighten the ring out a bit. We have to put it so that, I need a bigger hammer. I don't think that's down. That's better. So that the holes here, so we want to put the spring like this. Win. Just tap it in. Oh. Speak of the devil. There. That wasn't so bad. Right. That's that. So, the next thing. Adjusting the selector shaft. Set the worm on the centre by rotating the input shaft 1.5 turns approximate from either lock position. Right, I had a cup of tea and I reread the book, and now I understand it a bit more clearly, because they've put two things in the same section. So here we've got the box back in the vise. We're on the last leg now. So what it says is, wind this down till we've got backlash. So I've just temporarily put the arm on here, and I've turned this so it's right in the middle. Alright, so it's 3 turns lock to lock. Alright, so we turn it there, and I put a mark at the top. We're going to turn it 1.5. Alright, now what we've got to measure now is backlash on here. Now is that moving a bit? I don't know. I've put an old Land Rover nut on there just to pull this up a bit. Right, let's get that back in the middle. Got a little bit of backlash on there, so we'll just wind this down a bit. Almost gone. You don't want too much. Perfect. Now, once it's like that, then it says turn in the selector shaft, adjust the screw until the figure in 103 is increased by 0.9 to 1.3 kilograms. Here we go. 1.4, a little high, so we've got to take that back a bit. 1.4. A lot of people try to correct looseness in the steering by adjusting this in and out, but it can actually make it worse. 0.6. No backlash in that. Tiny bits. I had 1.3 there. What was it supposed to be? 0.9 to 1.3. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. And by looking at this here, I can see that this arm's nice and tight, so we'll nip that up. Next thing, we have to put this piece in here, the little slipper. We'll put it the right way around and then we'll put it in. There we go. We'll put a drop of oil on it. Then I've already fitted the O-ring on this piece here. And because we've got an O-ring, we'll just put a little bit of Vaseline on that because it's a square section. And now that should screw in because we've cleaned it all up. And this is going to put pressure on the rack, not a rack, you know, not the country. So we'll tighten him down, and then what's it say? Back it off. Increase the figure recorded in 105 by 1 to 1.3. The final figure may be less, but not exceed 7.5 kilos. 1.9. Is that right? I've got 1.9. I think we'll leave it at that because we don't want it super tight, I don't think. If I do it like that, see, just that little turn, that's got it up to 3.2. So we'll back it off a bit. .9. Right, the next thing we had a grub screw, and it's supposed to have a tiny little piece of space here, like a little bit of nylon in it, but I had it out on the bench and I don't know where it's gone now. I'll just put this in temporary to lock it into place and we'll see if we can get another grub screw. I don't know why they don't bother coming with a kit. Because it'll damage the threads if we don't put that bit of nylon in. So I'll just put it in there for now. That's that. That feels really nice. So we'll turn our scale off. Take this off, and I think the next piece is just to put the end cover on. What they call the bell housing here. Now we've run out of seals. We have got no more seals left. But I seem to remember that these were kind of tight anyway, so we'll put some oil on there, oil on here. We'll put this on. Now, which way did this go? And I did mark it. There. Just like that. Now I seem to remember that we broke the bolts. Of course. It's going to be fun because I don't know what we're going to use for a pipe fitting for here. I'll have to go and find something.